Things you should be proud of.
Wonder who lives here.
Being an officer of the law in a crime.
Nice to see you again.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
I'd like to ask you a few things, if you don't mind.
What would you like to know?
How did you come to live here in Cambridge?
I've only been here a few years. One day, my travels brought me through Keene, so I eventually returned. I shall live out my days here.
And what do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? This will do just fine. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
An honest day's work.
Revelio. Your poaching days are over. Revelio. Revelio. That crate of Chinese chomping cabbages is somewhere in this camp.
I hear you, whoever you are.
You've heard quite enough of our ranks.
Let's see you survive.
Don't try that Expelliarmus.
What are you, shy? Come to the polo. Careful, it's not that touch.
That's one crate in hand. I only need one more.
Alohomora.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
You've reached it. So, the hunt begins.
You tried casting Petrificus Totalis on me. What? What did you do?
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Perhaps listening you. Perhaps it's me underestimating. That could talk you up.
What has
How's the view?
What have you done? No.
The beasts are safer now.
Revelio.
That's one crate in hand. I only need one more. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
You can see why Feldcroft needs... Ranrock's loyalists are hiding out near Feldcroft.
Easily diverted.
Potato. Levioso. Revelio.
That's all of the crates of Chinese chomping cabbages. I'd better go and see Mr. Thistlewood's friend in Feldcroft. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways.
Hello there. Do you have the special delivery from my dear friend Eddie?
Hello, Mr. Ndai. Eddie Thistlewood sent me.
Yes, he told me to expect you. Do you have the Chinese chomping cabbages?
I have them right here.
Marvelous. This will go a long way towards protecting the hamlet from Ranrock's loyalists. The same foul curs who, I'm willing to guess, intercepted them in the first place, along with Rookwood's lot. Feldcroft owes a debt of gratitude to you and Eddie. Thank you for your help.
Do you have any idea why the goblins are attacking Feldcroft?
No clue. I used to think it was because of its strategic location, but now it's as if they were looking for something. I will admit, however, that I don't know what they could possibly be looking for.
How do you and Eddie know each other?
We met at Hogwarts. Been friends and business associates ever since. I wasn't surprised to get his owl about his Chinese chomping cabbage scheme. He was always one to go out of his way to help another.
What do you have for sale?
At last, some reinforcements. Hopefully this is enough to thwart the goblins. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Incendio!
I tell you this, Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charms.
When I set about...
Come out! You! What do you think you're doing?
You, that goblin hell! Let's play predator and prey, shall we?
You're that hypocrite.
Revelio. This is where Saccharissa said to go. Just my luck. A troll. That smells awful. Only 4 more, thank goodness. Revelio.
It could feed a beast, or it can feed you. I prefer the latter.
Revelio.
Concentrate on the spoils we'll be leaving with. Oneself if one's belly is caught with a rumble. You can't expect us all to follow you.
Revelio. That should do it. I'd better get back to Saccharissa now.
Confringo! Potato! Confringo!
Confringo!
Insect! Potato! Done! Confringo! As if you could have knew me!
Confringo!
Ah, there you are! Incendio!
Places! Incendio! The beast around here can sleep a bit easier now. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio. Revelio. This place has seen better days. Hogsmeade, here I come. Saccharissa, I found the booba tubers you needed.
Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. May I have them?
Of course. Happy to have found them for you.
Thank you. And your payment, of course. Now I can begin perfecting my potion to save our poor pimply peers. Don't know who should be more grateful, I or our unsightly spotty classmates. One day the wizarding world will know my name, and you will have been a small part of it.
Revelio.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howin for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No. It belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already.
Revelio.
I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Revelio.
Wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Here. Incendio. Revelio. There she is again. How charming.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
I see the bridge wasn't spared. Fantastic.
Revelio.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Watch your step. Revelio.
Starved to pick off a grab horn.
Or just raring for a fight.
Quiet, what was that?
Welcome. It's a little too warm if you ask me. Revelio. Revelio. Wait here. I'll run ahead. I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe. Revelio. I don't suppose you'd listen to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past... There's the nest. We're almost there.
Revelio.
Why is every bridge here broken? Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Revelio.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
That's rather generous, isn't it? She did try to kill us the entire time.
Only until she saw her egg, at which point I thought she rather warmed to us. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
I was hoping to look around for a moment, if you don't mind. Take it all in.
I suppose we could catch our breath.
Revelio.
I wonder how long she lived here, or where she'll go now.
Revelio. I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in?
No, I think I'm ready to leave if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntowl Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Revelio.
Spare a canut, a sickle, a galleon. Very generous, thank you.
Revelio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Dorothy wanted to...
Revelio. What are you up to now?
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Ouagadougou, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
It's astonishing what one can learn when keeping one's mouth shut in the common room. People feel at liberty to talk about anything there.
Made the mistake of leaving my potions homework in the common room. I'm convinced Peeves absconded with it.
Even if I knew how to get into the other common rooms, I wouldn't bother. There's a reason I was sorted into my house.
I'd much prefer it if everyone could simply use all of the common rooms. I'm not a fan of mine, and frankly I find the decor quite depressing.
There's only one common room that everyone wishes they could get in, and that's Hufflepuff. Been that way for 1,000 years, or so Garlic says.
I'd be glad if they let us convene at the Three Broomsticks instead. I dropped one of the crystal balls in divination. Shattered everywhere. I was mortified. I will say that Professor and I seemed much calmer than I expected. Still, not ideal.
Since when should it matter what anyone looks like? Surely it's about cleverness? Or wealth?
I was trapped on the grand staircase once. Every time I tried to step off, it moved again. Still haven't lived that down.
There's not 1 week gone by I haven't had a howler from my mother. She's doing it deliberately. It's because I left my room in a mess.
When Howin said draw a thestral, how was I to know you don't draw it next to a dead body?
I was a late bloomer. My parents thought I was going to be a squib. Family still tease me about it.
I haven't been feeling myself at all. I'd swear someone put Glumbumble treacle in my tea.
I accidentally dropped a flobberworm down my robes in potions once. You'd think I'd been hit with Tarantallegra the way I was prancing. Mortifying it was.
And why is she always holding his hand? I've seen them. How in the world did people ride broomsticks before the invention of the cushioning charm?
Why do we even have flying if Professor Black cancelled Quidditch?
Broomsticks are going out of style, I think. So many other ways to travel now.
Everyone falls off their broom at least once. You just have to get back on.
I wonder why Madame Kagawa didn't become a professional Quidditch player. What if she's not actually that good?
I was going to try out for the Quidditch team this year.
I don't like flying on a broom. I prefer the safety of a thestral-drawn carriage. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing beats a leisurely evening flight. Have you ever been to the kitchens? I hear it's run by house elves.
Why would Slytherin put his common room in the dungeons? So dreary. Perhaps that's the point.
Have you been in any other common rooms? I'd love to know what it's like to be in another house, just for a day.
Rumour has it there's a secret passage leading to Hogsmeade, but I haven't found it. Probably for the best. I'd be at the Three Broomsticks all day.
The portraits in the castle don't always have something interesting to say, but many of them do chatter on nonetheless.
Wish I could sneak into the other common rooms, just for an hour or so.
I don't think it's anything special if your family works at the Ministry. Makes them a boring lot if you ask me.
Fear is weakness. I never feel fear.
Anyone in the wizarding world could outdo the best a muggle has to offer any day.
You're brave though, aren't you? I've seen you in herbology. You're a conqueror with those mandrakes.
Well, I had a friend who once went to a muggle doctor. It's the truth. She'd fallen over in Piccadilly Circus visiting a relative.
Bravery runs in my family. I've never even cried. Even when my brother put a Grindylow on my bed. Possibly a bit of crying, but no tears. My little brother sends me letters chock full of questions about Hogwarts. Merlin help us when he starts here next year.
There are a few students here I'd like to send a howler to.
I need to stop by the Owlery. Far too long since I've sent a letter home.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies, others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Revelio. Knowing our meat, he's likely studied here. Nothing to identify, for now at least. Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio. closer.
The best one ever!
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course! How exciting! Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind. Revelio.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Revelio. The door is looking at us.
I'll be quiet. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Revelio. Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing them is something else altogether.
Revelio. Here. Revelio. Revelio. Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind. That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Revelio. We're being watched by a door. As long as we can be seen by that eye.
Yes, of course.
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Revelio.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
How nice of you to stop.
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to... Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio. Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Little moon calf, far from home.
Descendo!
Come up here and fight me! You are the inevitable. Get it?
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Bombarda! Confringo! Accio! Revelio! Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement for me now. Revelio. Incendio! Revelio.
No witch or wizard will be spared.
One less humour to... I won't rest till you're dead.
You don't believe you will do one.
Should be the last of them I'll meet. Revelio. Revelio.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Aloha Mora. Revelia. 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 We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Revelia. Revelia. Revelia.
Such arrogance.
Revelia.
That's the last loyalist. It's unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
hope Professor
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
My mother used to say I was lazy.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. What are we looking for today? You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details?
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting. What are we looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
little quicker!
Wait up. Not quiet enough.
Not your best moment, I fear.
Almost. Hogwarts teach you nothing about you.
How nice.
You can feed a beast, or it can feed you, if you get my meaning.
What do you have in store for me this time? Confringo! Revelio. Confringo! That's that. Settled.
They come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves. Betting on the Dragonflight was the best decision I've made yet.
Perhaps not the best place.
I believe I can sneak away. My mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
One of the little bastards scratched me.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Ha. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Bombarda. Revelio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
That wasn't too hard.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio.
All working for me.
one of the hamlets. Some galleons of that little find.
Revelio.
Took you for a troll the other day. One less human to worry about. I'll bury you in the deepest hole.
Revelio.
To me, you wouldn't need to concern yourself with such matters.
It's a parrot. It's so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio.
What am I doing here? This patrol is worthless.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included. You can't imagine how we...
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio. mind trials won't get the best of me. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
Gryffindor, over here!
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually, thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we?
Get ready to lose, Gryffindor.
This is going well. see that. That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
Do you get your competitiveness from your family?
You could say that. My grandfather played Quidditch for Puddlemere United. And my father, well, he was a chaser for Slytherin, but had to stop after a curse took his knees out. Said it was the Gryffindor beater. And me, I fell in love with flying the first time I saw the ground disappear beneath my feet. Something about the freedom you feel on a broom. I've not been able to stop since.
Will you keep running these courses?
I'll race them myself. Don't want to get rusty. But I won't be dealing with time trials. You're welcome to run them too. Anyway, hope we find time to fly again soon.
I take it you want to play for a team, but which one? And which position?
I'm my father's girl. A chaser through and through. You'd know that if Black hadn't cancelled Quidditch this year. As for a team, it's the Holyhead Harpies I've always dreamt of. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason I don't get accepted, I don't know what I'll do. Herbology, perhaps? Because if that did happen, you might as well pop me and call me a mandrake. I'd never stop screaming.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad. For a Gryffindor. You take care of yourself.
I should let Mr. Weeks know that this was his best upgrade yet. That wasn't too difficult. This is going well. If I do say so myself. Excellent. Hogsmeade, here I come.
How's my favourite test flyer? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
What will you do after the final upgrade is complete?
I aim to make Spintwitches the most sought-after shop in Hogsmeade. And I wouldn't mind getting back on a broom myself, just for the thrill of it. Couldn't be more pleased we made headway with the upgrades, proved the naysayers wrong, made all the hard work worth it.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an owl when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help. Couldn't have done this without you.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions.
should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.